Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. My name's Zenji and today we're going to be playing Anno 1800. Currently we're on episode 44 in our Giga-City playthrough. And hey, hope you're all doing well. Thank you again for joining in yet again. I really do appreciate it. And of course, with that being said, let's get into it. So where we last left off, we were basically teetering on our balance, so negative to positive and sort of up and down there. And population-wise, we've hit about almost 60,000. And of course, the next influence bonus is at
Ship under
66,000.
attack.
So quite a lot. Of course, we do have some steamboats up and running at the moment, so we want to try and increase that. As you can see here, we do have one oil tanker being created. So that should be able to allow us to get oil imports from the New World, which will of course support our industries. So it does take quite a while to get this all up and running, especially when you're supporting quite a vast population. Over here we've added a new section, so expanded our city. Of course, over time we'll be upgrading some of these inner service buildings to make these people happy. Of course, there's also another section here for small people. So we're gonna just quickly look around the map and see what is what. Seems like we have a Lone Ranger ship over here.
Attention for the
We
Admiral.
might want to just hunt them down. So luckily for us, there's the fast forward button. Okay, he's changed course. Okay, we're going to slow time down again, and we're just going to go through the different
Ship
regions.
under attack.
Oh, big battle there. I think we just got to retreat,
Stations.
actually. Rather be safe than sorry.
Fleet en route.
This one. Active defense. We want passive defense. So that was a big little fleet of ships. We should be fine
Fleet
there.
awaiting orders.
We'll continue that, and then we'll tell these guys to, of course, escort
Flagship
our
ready for
Future's
orders.
Dawn flagship. Quite a lot of pirate ships we
They'll
just
lay
fought
down
off there.
arms the moment you make a fair peace offer.
Alright, so we're at Ojaro, and we have a labor pool issue. We're missing some farmers, so we're going to have to find a way to add a few more. Of course, we're going to just put them right here in the center. And they have access to roads. And we can just do that. So this should increase the population or labor pool pretty much for our farmer class. And then
Ship
we can
under attack.
progress over there. Back to the wars.
We're not sunk yet.
Alright, well that is
Ship
going
under attack.
down. We might... this is gonna be tight.
Good. We'll fight on if you need it.
Alright, let's just see what's in the water here. Sometimes there's some goodies.
Ship under
Not
attack.
really. So we'll just
We're
drop
not
that
sunk
in the
yet.
ocean. Ooh. Okay, so we did destroy Jean
Ship construct.
Pierre's, I think, flagship. Or ship of the line, main ship. So we're just going to check what he... Ooh, some gold.
Steersman.
And a map of Seagrass Meadows, a treasure hunt. Treasure type is animals. So what do you do with a starter quest to find the sunken treasure? Okay, so then we have to bring over our salvager. Right, back to expansion. Since we've been taking these lands, population here has grown quite a bit. Let's take a look at our production. So production, we have a demand of 10 for ponchos and a supply of only 8, which means we need more poncho damas. So these are... Okay, that's that. Where am I going? Okay, so more alpaca fur. We are going to go into blueprint mode just to be safe. Then we do that. Oh, none of that fits, unfortunately. Another one over here. Probably could be done more efficiently. That's terrible. Yeah, let's just delete all that. It's good to be efficient, guys. We will go with something like this. That way we can take advantage of these spaces. And then we'll extend the road again. We'll do something like that. That way these can all be connected. It's important to make sure that you connect everything appropriately. Right, drag select, drag select. Okay, that should increase that, and then possibly add 2 poncho damas, just to increase that. We do have a gold deposit here, so we most likely will need another. Another warehouse. Lost my train of thought for a second. Cool, let's just build this gold mine. First one. And we'll of course build that. So that should take care of some of our issues. We're still missing some bananas. So let's go to our trade route and we're going to go here. I think we will stop importing wood and import more bananas. It should help us quite a bit. I'm just going to check in here. These guys are doing well. I'll just drop you.
More than ready.
We do need to deposit these goodies because we're most likely going to be attacked again in the near future. Right, let's take a look and see if our people are struggling. Seems like fried plantains is dropped dramatically here because of the fish oil, the lack of fish oil. So which means we're gonna have to expand our defense over here. And the gun is 3, and we only have 2 here. So we'll take this one out, and then have this one. Fix all
The
these,
city has grown more beautiful.
and we'll just add another one. Right,
Your
that
harbor
should
is under
take
attack.
care of that. And then the next steps, we'll need to upgrade that, of course. Okay, for the most part, it's gonna make them pretty happy. Okay, and then yeah, so kind of a lot of crap. We might lose this building. Oh, she's used quite a lot of cannons there. Interesting. It seems like this is our next big step, is to buy the Heather Height, and we just need another 600,000 gold. So quite a bit, if you ask me. So we're gonna obviously do a bit of saving, and I see that we have some issues here. We're at negative 10,000 gold.
I seesaw between have
Seems
and
like
have
there's
not.
a dramatic drop in goods delivery. Let's see who's available. We have the rum coming. Here is a bit slower. Okay, so soap's an issue. Probably because we took away all the soap factories. We have pigs. We do have a lot of pigs. We just need a rendering works to fix this issue. So rendering works. Okay, let's go blueprint mode so we do this properly. We'll go with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so this technically should work. We're gonna do this. And then of course we'll have to upgrade these two. Okay, so that takes care of the one issue.
Nice fine as a new turnip.
I'm going to our middle class. They're just
Your
missing
island is under attack.
some bread. Yeah. That's a problem.
Such petty structures.
Your harbor is under attack.
Well, that's annoying. Let's see. There's no other coastline available. What we could do is add our extra fish oil here, rather. And just because they keep getting attacked. So we can add maybe 4, a little harbor, warehouse. And then we'll just have one road for each.
A fire broke out.
One. Okay, go to our trade routes. We're looking for this trade route. Fortunately, you can only do 3. Okay, so it's loading this at Jaro, then unloading it. And then over here, we should load fish oil and then unload it. Now that should take care of Jaro's fish problems.
New orders?
Let's just take a whole bunch over with us now.
Line reporting in.
And of course, turning a ship is not easy, so you gotta wait like 10 minutes. What
Your
are we
harbor
transferring?
is under attack.
I'm gonna transfer some fish oil and can deposit that over here. And fast forward. That should fix some of our issues over here.
Ship under attack.
We are
Your
somewhat
harbor
late.
is under attack.
Yeah, we're not gonna do well in this area. I think so. We'll just delete all those buildings very, very shortly.
More than ready.
Okay, and then we'll just deposit all of this. Push play, and we're just gonna double check this trade route. So that's over there. Now I do want to see if this works, but okay. So if we load and then unload, it should free up the space to then load and unload. So let's see if it works.
Time the
In
rigging.
my mind's eye, that should work.
I'd almost believe you weren't a royalist.
Right, we do
More than
have
ready.
a couple of flotsam here, so let's go check that out.
Set sail.
Okay, now technically they should unload that.
Attention for the Admiral.
Let's see if this is anything good.
Let the sails fill.
Oh, it's a free rum. We will
shall
take that.
prevail
Take that to the
together.
bank. Okay, now this boat
Under
not
attack.
loading. It's so weird. Why won't it load? It's supposed to load the goods, but it's not doing that. Maybe I need to pause, delete the route. Let's see.
Your harbor
Probably
is
fish
under
oil
attack.
is more important. We'll do that. We'll go back in.
Ship under attack.
Then we will load the fish oil, then unload it. Okay, let's see. Maybe
New orders?
there's something about this that's not allowing.
Trade us in, and we'll box you good and proper.
I'm not interested. Thank
You
you.
and your long clothes.
I have no idea why. I cannot do that. Oh, this is a busy area right now. Oh,
New
I have an
orders?
idea.
Attention for the Admiral.
Before we get taken out, let's do some damage control of our
Your
own.
island is under attack.
Never mind.
Fleet on the move.
Okay, so that's all been taken care of. We do have our ships over here up in the north.
New orders.
Not doing much. We've kind of abandoned this region, to be honest. There's too much going on to really manage. But let's try fix one problem at a time. Firstly, this guy is
More than
not
ready.
loading things, so we're gonna remove you from the trade routes. Then go back to the trade route, see if we can perhaps shift things around. So we'll first load fish, and then we will load, and what else? Beer, I think is what it was. And we'll unload that, and then we'll just load rum, and we will load cotton fabric, and then unload. Okay. Now this is the Epiphany, so that is the one we want. This is the one we want. No. That's the one we want. And we're going to add the Epiphany. Unless we add another ship to this route, create a separate one. It's not a bad idea.
If we strike against La Corona, we have to
15,000 there.
make it count.
Sheesh. What's the storage capacity on this island? Let's take a look. Okay, cotton fabric. Not doing great. We also seem to have a problem with our rum production. It's just not good enough.
Aye.
Too many people require rum. Alright, let's go back to Cape Trelawney. Let's try and build up some funds again.
Cargo stations. Aye.
Alright, grain is on the up, which means flour and bread will follow suit. Hops is down, beer is down because it's not grain. Okay, so that is something we'll have to address, but it will be addressed.
New orders.
Okay, we're going to take the early bird and do a bit of a sell-off. I think we can just take a whole bunch of windows, sell this. Pretty easy money. Nothing else worth pawning off. Okay, and then we're going to do a quick trip
Room to maneuver.
to the trader. Of course, we are going to try and avoid any ships in the area. There's a
The
couple over
people
there.
celebrate your leadership.
And we have another
Your harbor is
event
under attack.
on one of our islands, so our income has gone up, which is great. Helps us rebalance things a bit.
Carrier about.
Cool, there's a good 100,000. It's going to keep us going.
You
We're going to
shank for me.
put our ships back in line. And then we're going to check these routes again. This is a big one. So we do have 3 ships here. We should start to shift around. Just because it's sort of wasted space. Of course, Lady Margaret's trying to buy back some island shares. I'm obviously not
I
going
will
to let her.
not rest until it is returned to me.
You can keep resting. Alright,
Hold
and
the
put
crane.
you back on your routes. I think we paused the Aurora,
New orders?
fortunately, so that's why we had a bit of a delay there.
A few murmurings still in the Union.
Okay, bread and beer is being fixed. No? Okay, it seems to be going up to normal levels.
Workforce shortage.
Okay, that hit a 70 mark. So we're just watching the numbers here to see over time. It seems like it is going back up. So yeah, we have balanced. So definitely
Someone
upgrading
once
your
told me they didn't like my work.
boats to steam ships is increasing the speed at which goods are delivered.
Aye.
But hey, good news, we do have the Rover, which is our first oil tanker. It's good news for us.
Yes. Tanker ready.
Yes, tanker ready. Okay, so what does that require? Let's go back down to the New World. Now we do have 14 oil fields over here on our... No, not that one. Hemlock 2. 16 on Widow Magma. Now we've got to figure out a way to, of course... We have oil platform over here, right? Which we can build. It does have good harbor defense. I'm just thinking we have this little section over there. That's 1, 2, 3. Guess that's 4 springs, 7 springs. I think that covers it. So that's 11. And then we haven't done this one yet. So 11 springs is pretty decent. I think that could be well worth it. We're going to have to figure out a spacing for some of this. Some spacing for it. I'll tell you what. We need a few goodies first. So obviously bricks, a whole bunch of bricks. So let's get a
Climb the rigging.
quick ship escort.
As always,
Ooh, what's that?
I endure.
Oh, his frigate looks different. Okay, so it's 2 small ships, so we should be fine. Let's take one of
Silver line
these.
reporting in.
Come grab some stone, some bricks. Also fast forward that.
This place is full of spirit.
And then we fixed a few of our issues here.
Your city has grown
Oh,
more
crap.
beautiful.
So there was a problem here that we have not anticipated. There. Alright, we'll have to wait for the fires to burn out, I guess. Don't even have a fire station, so might as well just build one if we can. Nope, no
Ship
building
under
blocks.
attack.
Alright, what's going on, guys?
Drive the rigging.
Let's grab all the bricks we can. We'll go deliver these.
Set sail.
Fast forward.
Steelsman.
Do some more escorting. Okay, fish oil. So this should be stabilizing a bit. Yeah, we'll need to transfer another ship into
We'll
this
fight
region
on
there.
if you need it.
Okay, there's the beer. So the beer should be going to Ajaro. And then we're going to be doing some upgrades
Your
here.
harbor is under attack.
So we can't do that one just yet.
Fleet ready?
Fast forward time.
Your island is under attack.
So we're being attacked again by one of Lady Margaret's battle pieces.
Attention to the Admiral.
She's
Ship
going
under
to
attack.
an island, which does not help us. So we're going to have to
Fleet moving in from
come back and defend. It's unfortunate, but this region is just way too hot. There's so much going on there. We'll just focus on our smaller issues. So Ponchodamas should be increasing, and as you can see, some of the other goods have finally balanced.
more than ready.
I'm gonna drop off some goodies, and then continue our escorting, and then small harbor. Okay. So now that we have that, we need to, of course, build a whole bunch of these. And perhaps
Ship under attack.
this one just needs to be a little closer. One space closer. And one space down. Okay, and then we'll put you on there. So we'll just do this one for now. It's 7.
Aye.
Okay, well, we were in a fight. Guess no longer. Alright, so what do we need? To build this, we need 10, 10, 10. Okay. So yeah, we'll
Your
need
island
more
is under attack.
steel, windows, and concrete. Steel, windows, and concrete. What we can do though is start with the train tracks. If
Your
we can get
harbor
this
is under
going,
attack.
we should be fine. It seems like we were smart enough to include a space for this. So you have to thank your previous self for that. It does not like that. Where's a good crossing? Here seems to be the crossing, so we'll go. So. And then we'll have to do a little trickery. I Don't want to waste good steel. Okay, so we have that going. Alright, so technically it is set up. We just need the goods. So now we've got to go back up to the north. Find a idle ship. Which is the oil tanker, unfortunately. I think we will find one of these attached to the big rum route. Which is the turmoil. It's on the world map at the moment. Where is this guy? Let's go world map. The mosquito is
Ship
on the
under
route,
attack.
really unfortunate. We might have to just buy another ship. Okay, so let's see. Slow time down. Check if anyone's dying.
Cargo boat at the ready.
It's broken.
We have a few leaks.
That is broken. So we really need this pier going. Let's just build the ship then, if we can. Yeah, we can make a clipper. So that was what we'll do, and then we'll take some windows, concrete, and some steel down. We can do that a few times, a couple of trips. As for now, we're still short on some steam engines. We are
Ship
going
under
to
attack.
pause this oil plant. Make sure this one gets more priority, I guess. And again, we have another
Cargo stations.
issue. This one is definitely going to die. Oh,
Not fully
goodness.
At
functional.
least you're a bit rough around the fringes.
Let's get you guys in here.
Look at you swagger.
We're just going to pause for a little bit because this thing is in the area. Now it seems to have gone off.
New
Okay,
orders.
you will continue. And then we need to, of course, repair this guy. Or start with this guy. So, what's going on? We'll wait for these three ships, which is the Aurora, Turmoil, and Mosquito. And then we're going to switch them out as the Cruddy Snark can do a lot better job. So we don't have to worry about that.
We have a few leaks.
You have to watch out for these monitors. They're actually very, very dangerous.
Your harbor is under attack.
Maybe not as bright as you would think they are. Oh, well, she's still
As
trying.
always, I endure.
Ship under attack.
Oh wow, that's got a
Ship
long
under
distance.
attack.
I didn't know it. Okay, we did some
Your
damage there.
harbor is under attack.
Moving to coordinates.
So
Ship under
you
attack.
definitely have to balance your speeds at which you do any assaults. It's just otherwise too chaotic. Alright, so what's next? These guys are getting repaired. I think we were in Cape Trelawney. We're just waiting for this ship to be finished momentarily.
Cargo boat at the ready.
Ship constructed.
Alright. so this is the
Here's the rudder.
steamed bream. Okay, I'm gonna need you to. We're first gonna upgrade the pier
Good and ready.
down the side, as we actually need to increase the capacity at which this these ships get filled up. And then what we are going to do is build a cannon tower closer, as close as we can to the edge here.
Just say the
I
word.
think before we leave, we're gonna need some cannon towers, or cannons. So we'll wait for that to be delivered, and yeah, try to fix our bank balance, which
I
is
feel unfulfilled.
seems to be struggling. But we fixed some other issues. Everyone's got food now, bread.
Ain't perfect, but what is?
Fish is still up and down for some reason.
The fire left ruins behind.
Let's say just because we have just too many people. So let's see if we can add another fishery or two. Seems like we can. Just not in the places we want. Oh, there's one there, I guess. That's just the one. One fishery is not so bad. Oh, we should not have done that. Although, yeah, we can actually.
You's like part of the family.
So I think we're going to have to take advantage of the other coastlines fisheries. It's just too much for us to hold on to. For example, here we can put a whole bunch. So we should try optimize every island we can. But as you can see, minus 10k, it's just, yeah, it's tough. But we'll fix each and every issue as we go. Right, seems like we have some overproduction of quite a lot of goods here. For example, potatoes. We no longer produce potatoes on our main island, I think. No, we do. How's that going for us? Yeah, we don't necessarily need these guys. But it's never a bad idea to have them. Let's take a look at our
Your
routes quick.
harbor is under attack.
So we do have the fish.
Your harbor is under attack.
Okay, so we need to add another one of these on. Ooh, ship port in no man's land. What are you doing here? Maybe we take him out.
More than ready.
Let's see if we can collect the bounty.
Give them a broadside.
Quickly
Ship
run.
under attack.
The monitors are very scary.
Let the sails fill.
And we picked up a book. Minor income tax amendment. Does give us more income. Although happiness does drop because of it. So we will just deposit
Set
that.
sail.
And then continue our journey.
New orders?
Alright, back to the Cape. And then we were building.
Ship under
I'm
attack.
planning on building. Oh. Mother Goose. Is this mosquito
People
here?
celebrate your leadership.
Steamed. Mosquito. Go back over here, please.
Awaiting new horizons.
And then I think we're going to need some more,
Just say the word.
what do you call it, escorts in this region. We do have 2 ships coming now, Terminal, and I think the other one just entered, or just left, sorry. And we'll have to deal with that.
Aye.
Alright, back to fast forwarding. We ain't have time to
Hold
waste.
the crane.
So the Undine
Your
carrying
harbor
this.
is under attack.
Now, I think what I'll do is go load, and then unload, and we'll take that off. That should fix it. Apparently a space in the slots doesn't work, so...
Awaiting new horizons.
Right, Mosquito, I'm going to remove you from that. And then I need you to do a big trek down south. And it's not Widow Magma, so it's Hemlock 2. So you'll be traveling there.
New orders.
That takes care of that. Pretty much, I'm going to
Check
send the
horizon.
tanker from
Some of
this
us need time
port.
to regroup.
I'm not interested.
Now that's
I need
just
all the money
unfair.
I have, to be honest.
A new commission.
Okay, now we can build this pier
How do?
and this cannon tower.
Just say the word.
Now we are going to take some goodies back up with us while we're down here. We'll take some fish. And what else? Guess we'll take some cigars. Although we most likely will need to sell this. So let's do a sell-off quick. Alright, we'll head up here first, and then we'll do a trek down here to do some selling. Alright guys, I think we're going to leave it there for today. Thank you again for joining in, I really do appreciate it. We've made some progress, we've fixed a bit of our production issues and supply
I
issues.
should be honored.
So our people are getting happier, and we are growing to our next population goal of 66,640. But hey, thanks for joining in yet again. I really do appreciate it. And of course, if I don't see you, good afternoon, good evening, and good night. Cheers.